Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Chosen Paladin here, or Michael, as some of you guys might know me from. Today is my last video from here in Italy. I'm heading. I did not plan for this song, but I'm heading back home to Montana. I'm heading back Sunday, which is in 2 days. I have to wake up at 2 in the morning to get to the plane at 6, and I believe my flight schedule is Venice to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Salt Lake to Great Falls. It's going to be a long trip. It's always has been. It's about 24-hour round trip, not round, but 24-hour trip from point A to point B. So yeah, this video is just to talk and give you guys my opinion on some things and just pretty much talk to you guys, and to have my last video recorded here in Italy for this summer. So where should I start? First off, thank all of you guys for subscribing and watching my videos. The thumbs up, everything means a lot to me because I'm a smaller account and everything helps, honestly. I mean, on iFunny, I run a 1.7K account, which means a lot for me, and I really enjoy that. I just started this YouTube account, 3-4 months ago, and already have 80-some subscribers. It means a lot. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing. Even the people that aren't subscribed, I want to thank you for your time watching this video. It means a lot. So, let me tell you a little bit about myself and why I always go from America to Italy and back. My parents divorced when I was in 5th grade, right after 5th grade, before 6th grade. So since then, I did 1 full year of school here in Italy. They don't have 6th grade. It goes from 5th grade to Prima Media, first middle school. They have 3 years of middle school and 5 years of high school. So I made a huge jump from elementary to middle school, and it was not a good jump. I got bullied pretty bad. I'm not trying to make this a sob story, but mostly everybody hated me because I was a foreigner, even though I was born in that town. 2 kids ended up stabbing me in the leg with a pencil. Yeah, not that fun. I used to play soccer here too back then. The soccer team would throw rocks and mud and stuff at me, and the coach wouldn't do anything. But when I tried to get back at them, then I'd get punished. I'd have to run laps. So after that, I quit. I quit soccer for 3 years and picked it back up in American high schools, which I played 3 years. Next year, I'm not going to go back because I'm busy acting, working at Home Depot, just school and everything in general. So I decided soccer wouldn't be the best part of my interest. So yeah, that's why I go back and forth. My mom's here in Italy, obviously. My dad's still in the States, so to spend some time with both of them. I do summers here and school there. It's not easy on me because it feels like there's a part of me missing always. Well, when I'm here, I get homesick for America. I have all my friends, I have work, I have school, acting. I have a whole different life there than I do here. But when I'm there, I miss coming here. I miss my mom. Here I party more. I'm in a legal age where I could do pretty much what any 21-year-old could do there in America. The only difference is here you can't drink heavy liquors. So I could have beer and wine here legally, just fine, no problem. I could walk up to a bar and order it. They don't think twice about it. I'm within age. In the States, you see people in their 40s still getting ID'd to buy alcohol. I'm not going to go on and on about that, but the laws here in Italy is at 18 you could drive. Not before, but at 18 you could drive. But you could drink at not 16 anymore, 17, 18. 18's the law, but they give a little bit. In America, as most of you guys know, is you can't drink and go to clubs until 21, but you can drive in most states at age of 16. Some states less, some states more. It's pretty weird. It's two different worlds, but you learn how to get accustomed. I need to speak English more often while I'm here. You get accustomed to both places, you know, after a while. Something else is about the way I talk, how I pronounce stuff. You may notice it's a little bit off, but that's because I'm bilingual. Italian and English. I grew up speaking both at the same time. Most of you guys who are watching learned mama, papa, that's Italian. Mommy, daddy. Yes, no, thank you. I learned mama, papa, mommy, daddy, si, yes. Piacere, please. No, oh, no, no. No and no is the same thing, just different. And you say it differently, but it's not a different word. You get what I mean. But yeah. Spelling is hard for me because in Italian they say you spell it like you say it, but saying some words it's like really hard, like ye. It sounds like Y-E, but it's like G-L-I if I remember right. I can't spell in English or Italian. In English, you have all the silent letters, you have the words that sound like a letter, or the letter pairs that sound like a different letter. It's a huge mess. My two weaknesses in school is spelling and math. I was alright at math, but when you would start introducing the alphabet to math, and then asking explanations, that's where I go downhill. But yeah, enough about that. Moving on, now I'm going to go a little bit into my own political stands. I say I'm not part of any party. I don't align with Democratic, Republican, liberal, authoritarian, whatever you want to say out there. I don't take part of any of that stuff. I like to say I'm open-minded about stuff. I'm not going to get into the whole Trump and Hillary thing. There's plenty of videos about that. I'm going to stay out of that one. But about certain subjects, like, for example, we as a people, I don't think we have our priorities straight anymore, excuse me. Because we take the smallest problem and blow it up, and while we make fun of the bigger problems, for example, Hombre, or however you say that girl's name, yeah, it was sad he died, but get over it. I mean, honestly, it's not going to change anything in the long run. It was an animal, it was a gorilla, it's going to be missed. Was it killed unjustly? Yeah, I believe so. You could have sedated it, but anyways, that's beyond the point. That huge explosion, whether transgender people, what bathrooms should they use? Is that what we're focusing on? We're having ISIS attacks and that stuff, and you hear jokes about that all the time. You hear kids going, Allahu Akbar, or Allah Akbar, whatever they do. I mean, honestly, what happened to our priorities about problems? People are getting killed, slaughtered, mutilated by ISIS, and we're worried over what bathroom to use and a gorilla. I mean, honestly, it's not my place to decide what's right or wrong, but I think it's wrong. It's not right to mix up our priorities about what's better and what's worse about that stuff. Moving on, parenting. I'm not saying any names or anything, but a lot of parents nowadays need to crack the whip, as per se, because a lot of kids are spoiled. I mean, you hear kids, 5-6-year-olds cussing. I'm now allowed to cuss at home, but only when it's my father and I. I can't do it around guests, which I understand and I respect that. They don't say please or thank you anymore like they used to. They expect everything. Kids younger than me have the iPhone 6 Plus. The only reason I have an iPhone 6 is because I helped my dad pay for it. I have to work for things. It's not handed to me. I got a job so I could buy my own stuff. Kids throw a fit and they get what they want. When I was a kid, I was spanked, I was popped, I was taught right from wrong. It's not like every time I messed up, bam. No, I was given a warning. If I didn't listen to the warning and explanation why it's wrong, then things would get handled. And it's not like I was beat. I'm glad my parents taught me the right way from wrong way and how they did it. Some parents I'm not saying parents should spank their kids if they're uncomfortable doing so, but if you see another parent doing it, don't assume it's child abuse because there's different methods. I'm sorry, but if you guys have kids that are running around begging you to buy different stuff and throwing temper tantrums until they get it, and then you see a parent that makes their kid have a temper tantrum and spanks them or brings them to a bathroom and spanks them, leave that parent alone because that's a different learning style for the kid than yours. And you shouldn't be like, oh, that's wrong, that's child abuse. No, it's not. It's teaching the kid right from wrong in a different method, and the method I learned, and I'm happy where I'm at. People say I have great manners. I'm a good kid overall. At work, I get so many compliments because I say, yes, sir, no, sir, would you like help? And I work at Home Depot, and it's amazing how much the smallest minor detail and in manners help. Saying yes, thank you, please, ma'am, sir, Mrs., Mr., it's amazing. And not being attached to your cell phone when you're at work or when you're with friends. I used to love going out and hanging out with friends, but half the time it's, so what did you do this weekend? I mean, honestly, you're with your friends. Put away that phone and hang out with them. Every now and then you see me make movies with my friends. We talk about it first. We plan it out and then we do it. It's not like we're all sitting on our phones. So what do you want to do today? No, we hang out. And I'm not saying being on your phone while having your friends around is a bad thing. Just realize that you have people around you that aren't on the screen. I mean, right now I'm home alone. That's why I'm doing this video. If my mom was home, I wouldn't be doing this video. And I need to get packing soon anyways, but I still have all tomorrow to do it. Back to the point. Technology is great. I'll admit, I love playing video games a little bit more than I should. When I don't work and I'm home after I do my chores, I'm playing games if I'm not hanging out with friends. But that's one way for me to hang out with friends. Montana doesn't have much to do in the city I live in. We could go airsofting, go grab a bite to eat, and then go to the movies. That's the 3 things we have to do. Or we could shoot movies, as you've seen, The President's Daughter. That was shot with a group of my friends as a school project, but we also wanted to shoot it to make it. That was outside of school for a school project. The other videos you've seen has been either here in Italy or during school for video production, and that's just messing around because we had free time. So I get liking electronics, but know the difference when you have friends coming over compared to time alone. There's different rights. There's a different amount of time to be with whatever you're on. So enough with that. Manners is pretty big. I mean, friends, parents. I'm not gonna lie. I do talk back sometimes, but it's hard with 2 different personalities. My dad's funny, sarcastic, likes making jokes, but he's a bit strict too. He's retired Air Force. So everything has to be in order. I have to do all my chores. I have to get everything done. But I could joke around with him. I could be sarcastic around him. My mom, she takes stuff way too seriously. She's more of a thinker. I can't really joke around with her without her getting into deep thought about it. I showed her my video. She said she loved it, but then asked me, why is it all about violence and stuff? And I get that to a point, but we do it to be funny. We have a target audience, or I do. It's not like I'm trying to get 40, 50, 60-year-olds to watch my videos. If you guys do, though, I appreciate it a lot. My target audience is teenagers, young adults. Like I said, if I get more, the merrier. I'm happy with whatever I could be given. But it's two different personality types, and every now and then I get irritated and I talk back, which isn't a good thing. I'm not happy about it. I'm not saying be a perfect child, because there's no such thing as perfect. But maybe treat your parents a little bit better from time to time. Tell them you love them. There's nothing wrong with telling your mom or dad you love them. I mean, sometimes that's all they need to make your day. I'm not, like, my mom's a very cuddly person. She always wants hugs or kisses on the cheeks. And I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that type of kid. When it comes to family, I'm not all touchy and cuddly. With friends, it's different. I'm a hugger. I don't mind hugging people at all, but when it comes to family and stuff, I don't know what it is. I'm not all touchy and stuff. But every now and then, hug your parents. Tell them you love them. Say thank you for raising you, for giving you a roof over your head, for feeding you. I mean, just little things like that makes their day. And then if their day is happy, you know your day gets better because they're not on you about all that stuff. Respect your rules. I don't have that many rules at my house. I have a bedtime, which I typically follow. I have my chores, which I get done most of the time. Not, when I say most of the time, I don't do them all exactly on time, but I get my chores done. Follow your rules. Don't be a pain for your parents, and they won't be a pain for you most of the time. If your family's struggling a bit, don't blame your parents. Just hang in there and try to help out wherever you can. Like I said, I'm helping pay for my phone, and my family isn't struggling at all. We're not rich by any means. We're a middle-class family. But I have my own job, so I don't ask my parents for money. And then I help my dad pay for my phone. And once you get a job, if you don't already have one, if you're around my age, where you could start getting employment, once you get your first paycheck, it's amazing. I mean, you feel so much better. You feel like an adult. And then most of the time, they don't really tell you what to do with your money because you earned it. I have a savings account so I could buy myself a car, which my father is going to help me half and half with. But I just got a call and canceled, so yeah, never mind. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I got a phone call. A lot of my friends want to hang out for a last time before I head out. So I'm trying to get that all planned. Let me get the music going. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm back now for a bit. I'm actually getting close to the end of the video. I don't know what else to say. Just be a good person whenever you can. I'll tell you a quick story about a school experience I had a few years ago in high school. I'm still in high school. I'm a senior now. I was doing a show called American Roulette, written by my drama teacher. It's about school shooting and about learning and healing. And I was an understudy for it, and it goes through the time period before the school shooting, during the shooting, and after the shooting. And there's 2 live gunshots, 2 or 3. But anyways, we were rehearsing this play for 3-4 months. Mains, understudies, everybody. And I was in love with this play because the message was, all it really takes to change someone who's having a bad time in their life is saying hi, hello, how are you? Just talking to people could change their day. Just being nice to someone could change their day. I don't mean you need to go out of your way and make a new friend with some kid, but just be nice to them and talk to them. I mean, you don't know how happy that could make someone. But going back to my story is, there was a kid at my school who committed suicide, which was really sad. The school, I've never heard my school so quiet for so long. It was quiet for like 3 to 5 days. It was crazy, but my school play got canceled. We had 2 shows, 2 private shows that ended up being packed. One for the mains and one for the understudies. So I got my chance at the action. But when they canceled the play, which we were supposed to have I'm trying to remember if it was a 3-day thing or a 6-day thing. 3-day shows, 3 shows or 6 shows, 2 understudies, and well, anyways, I'm not a crier. I don't get emotional about a lot of stuff, but I cried. I'll openly admit that. I called my dad. I was destroyed. I wasn't ready for that because the message of the play was such a powerful message, and yeah, it got taken away from all of us who worked so hard for so long, and it made me so sad. But from that time on, including my other experiences from middle school, which I told you about before, and honestly made me a better person and made me appreciate how little it takes to make someone that's down so happy. There's some days where I'm down and I wish people would like just say hi to me or hang out. Like, I have lots of friends at my school. I won't go out and say I'm popular, but I'm known by a lot of people at my school. I'd venture to say most of my school knows me and likes me. I don't have anybody that treats me bad there. There's some people I dislike, but that's anywhere you go. But even those people I treat nicely. There's one kid that everybody dislikes. He's a little bit off. I'm not going to say his name. He's tried with almost every girl at least twice, and I was nice to him, and I still am nice to him, and every time he sees me, he's like, "Hey Michael, how's it going?" And I'm always like, "Hey man, it's going good." And you just make people's days by doing so small. You don't even need to be a big name person. I'm not a varsity football player. I'm not a big soccer player. I'm not a huge actor either. I've been in a few shows. I've been in about 6 or 7 shows now, and one of them being understudies, and it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not by any means popular. I'm well known. Let's put it that way. You don't need to be anybody big to make people happy. Put a smile on their face. I mean, just look past your differences. Oh, that's something else I'm going to get onto. I hate racism, honestly. Morgan Freeman said something that I really, really enjoyed. He said, I might be paraphrasing. I'm going to try to get it word for word, but Martin Luther King Jr., or Dr. King, or he said something like that. Dr. King is not a black hero. He's an American hero. At the end, skin color doesn't have to do with anything except for the pigment in your skin. If people treat you differently because you're black, white, Asian, islander, Indian, any race, it's messed up, honestly. Because at the end, we're all humans. We're all breathing. We all have skin, flesh, bones, blood. We all have feelings. At the end, if you look at our cores, we're the same. We all bleed red blood. That's what matters, in my opinion. Race shouldn't have to do with anything. Gender either. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Honestly. it just bugs me how people get riled up over such the small things. Even the people who you love. I'm straight and I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna say whoever's not straight is wrong. I'm not gonna say anything wrong. The people that ruin it for the whole are the extremists. The people that try pushing it down your throat. That goes with religion too. I'm gonna kind of put two and two together. If you're gay, good for you. Don't try making everyone else think being gay is alright. If you're bisexual, good for you. You love whoever you love, but don't try cramming that thought down people's throat. If you're straight, don't try to say that's the only right way. Don't go cramming that stuff down other people's throat. Just be happy with who you are. Don't try throwing it down people's throat. If you're Christian, good for you. Don't try cramming your religion down people's throat. I believe in God. That's all that matters to me. If you don't believe in God, good for you. I don't think you're going to go to hell or anything. It just doesn't matter. You believe in who you believe in or who you don't. It's extremist. If you go around killing people for religion, that's that's a lot too extreme. It's way too extreme. If you're Mormon, good for you. You shouldn't exclude people because they're a different religion. At the end, most of us believe in someone or we don't. And it's not something to hate each other over. You love who you love, you believe in who you believe in. Don't try cramming your thoughts and ideas under other people's throats. We're all individual people. So don't make fun of people, don't exclude them, don't do that stuff because they believe in or like someone else or a different gender than you do. And then, as you could tell probably, I have a slight speech impediment. Everybody has a problem at the end. Some people have crippling depression, some people can't talk straight, some people stutter, some people are autistic, some people have ADHD, I can't say it now, ADD, ADHD. There's a lot of different small things that people have, and they shouldn't be treated differently because of it. I get my problems because I know 2 languages. A lot of autistic people end up being super smart and stuff. Like, my dad was dating a girl who had a special needs daughter, and she remembers the lyrics of like 40, 50 different songs. I can't do that if I try. She could rehearse Frozen to you. She's seen it about 100 times, and I've seen it about 75 times, and I'm sick and tired of Frozen, to be honest. But she could tell you like each and every little part, and it's amazing. They shouldn't be treated like a little kid. I mean, you do need to treat some people with a different type of respect, but you should have respect for all. If you guys haven't heard of Three Dog Night, go listen to them. One song I'd recommend to you is, what's it called? Black and White, I think. I'm not going to sing it for you, but it's like the child is white, the child's black, together the world laughs or something like that. Here's another one of the lyrics. The page is white, the ink is black, together we learn to read and write. I know I got that one right. And it's great, it's beautiful. I mean, race, religion, and different ways people act, different impediments they have, different problems they have, that shouldn't really affect the way you live. It shouldn't really make you want to hate them. It just should make you happy to be who you are. You should respect any and everybody. I don't want to make this too long of a video, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to apologize now if I made anyone mad, if I made anyone unhappy, if I offended anybody, if anybody felt like they felt like they weren't treated right or anything, I'm just gonna say sorry to you guys, even though I shouldn't need to apologize since this video is about accepting everyone. But I'm gonna apologize to you guys anyways. And thank you for for you guys who actually stuck along and watched this whole video. I really do appreciate it. Uh, it means a lot to me again. Probably not the best video to give someone a shout out to, but if you guys haven't checked out my buddy's channel, it's Anthony Tanguma. I will try to link his channel below. You should give his channel a view. He's a really nice guy. He was actually the main for the part I understudied for the school shooter show, American Roulette. I hate calling it the school shooter show, but that's how most people know it. But check his videos out. They're really good. He's a good friend of mine. So yeah. See you guys next time back in the States. USA. No, I'm happy to be both American and Italian. I'm happy for both nations. I couldn't pick one over the other. They both have their ups and downs. But yeah. See you guys. Take care. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, so be it. If you guys want to stick around and see more videos I do, subscribe. My videos are a bit mixed between challenges, homemade movies, quick little stupid action things with cheap effects, and blogs and vlogs or whatever it is, because I don't know the difference, to be honest. Vlogs are something you keep up with, and a vlog is one video thing, I think. But anyways, yeah, see you guys. Take care. See you guys back in the States, and yeah, peace.